Terminal 3, Heathrow, waiting for Mel and Tessa to come through. Have you got anything to say?
We're so excited. It's been a while.
Have you got anything to say? Here we are in Harry Potter with all the gang.
Oo naman batang to. No?
Posters around you. We're going to show you how the group here grew up on Harry Potter here at Leeson Studios.
As the films went on, I mean, at first you didn't really notice it, but they were growing up, and it was a 10-year process.
Well, we tried to treat them as not child actors, but as actors. We also were aware that they were children and tried to treat them as children too.
They started off in the first films only using a couple of children from the local school. But after that, more and more children were being asked to join the Harry Potter team.
I was an extra in all of the Harry Potter films. I started when I was 11. Life on the set of Harry Potter was really fun.
They got loads of school children from the local area.
So you'd be on Harry Potter with your friends. It sort of became like normal life.
We spent a lot of our time cracking wise, making jokes a lot of the time.
We were only allowed to be on set a certain amount of time before we'd have to go and do a certain amount of schoolwork.
Every child that's under 16 had to spend 3 hours in education. You were talking up to 400 children. They had 26 classrooms, and they had to work out how they were going to get all those children 3 hours education and get all the filming that they needed to do.
You would be on set and you would film a couple of takes, and then people would have to go off to class, and nobody ever wanted to go back to class. Much like nobody wants to go back in after playtime and go learn about fractions. Everybody just wants to mess around and play with their wands a little bit more.
You'd be going back from school to filming, and it's a long day for an 11-year-old, but it was fun. I saw a fair amount of the main cast. They were really nice.
There was one day when we had a slight break from filming, so we all stepped outside and we had the children sitting down, and then just suddenly Daniel Radcliffe came round the corner and he sat down with them and they surrounded him. They like completely engulfed him, which he didn't mind at all. And he sat there just answering questions and anything they wanted to know. He was so friendly and open until they were shouting at him to get back onto set. But he was happy just to sit there, and kids that were there that day, they were just so happy.
Hello guys, if you are new to the room, please
Get those doors closed behind you, and once they're closed, they make for a fantastic photo opportunity. That reminds me as well, if you have not done so already, do take out your phones and cameras and snap as many photos and videos as you'd like. As you've been making your way into the Great Hall, you may have noticed that we're set, dressed and ready for 2 different Christmas scenes seen in the Harry Potter films. Now, one of them is the Christmas feast as seen in the Philosopher's Stone, and down here at the top of the Great Hall we also have the Yule Ball from the Goblet of Fire, but more information on that in just a moment. First of all, let's focus on this iconic Christmas feast. Now, the first thing you see are our 6 magnificent Christmas trees lining the wall, and these Christmas trees were very much a team effort from our Harry Potter filmmakers. They were first designed by our art department. The props team, they created the decorations. Our set decorators then dressed the trees. And finally, our special effects team, they felt a little bit left out. So they decided to add the malevolent fairies that you can see circling around the top. But moving on from the trees, we have probably the most important thing of a Christmas feast. We have the food. You can see we have our feast laid out on the tables on either side. Now, you may be surprised to know that originally this food was prepared fresh every single day. As you can imagine, it would have smelt incredible to begin with, but over a day under the hot studio lights, it started to smell a lot less appetizing. So in the end, they decided to scrap the fresh food and they replaced it with plastic resin food, just like what you can see on the tables. Now across from me, we have the main course, the most important, my favorite part. We have the turkeys, the hams, we've got the potatoes and the peas. But here in front of me, we have our desserts, including fruit, cakes, and they are used in the films to bring this moment to life. So if you would like to record it, you are more than welcome to. It is a very quick effect, so you don't want to miss it. Now do take a little bit of a step back from the barriers, as this is real fire, so I don't want anyone losing their eyebrows today. That's important. Okay, and if we are ready in 3, 2, 1, action. There we go. Now I know you're thinking, Ben, these puddings are going to burn. Do not worry, no puddings were harmed in the making of this special effect. They are not real puddings at all. They are actually made out of concrete, and the holly leaves on top are made out of steel to withstand the high temperatures required. And moving on from our feast, let's focus our attention to the top of the Great Hall, where you can't miss this gorgeous display of the Yule Ball from the Goblet of Fire, as we are celebrating 20 years of the Goblet of Fire this year. Now this is the first time that we've had the Yule Ball in the Great Hall for 3 years, and I'm sure you can agree, it looks magnificent. We have our icicles hanging from the ceiling, with the longest ones being 9 foot long. We also have our 25 foot tall Christmas tree, and we have the centerpiece of the ice sculpture. This is actually inspired by the Brighton Pavilion, and although it looks like real ice, it is not. It is actually plastic resin, with the ice cubes around the edge being rubber as well. Finally, we have our orchestra led by Professor Flitwick, and the instruments are coated in silver to fit in with the icy.
pytnie, jestli se chováš, jestli utečeš, tak nebo vůbec utečeš, jo? Takže dobrý, končíme. Jak chceš.
Very good. Here's the stuff.
Hello everyone, welcome to Warner Brothers Studios Orlando to make sure that Harry Potter during our Hogwarts in the Snow feature. My name is... And we're going to press go on a few of the movements.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Look at that lovely soundbite.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
And finally,
Martin, Harry, you wouldn't be talking about me now, would you?
amazing, lovely, so that's a little example of our moving Hagrid head there. And by the time this demonstration ends, I'm sure you will all be feeling like experts. Now, if you want to record or take photos, videos, whatever, you can, but I ask that you turn the flash off. And in a moment, we will be using some lighting and water-based smoke effects. And there may even be an appearance from a Death Eater. But before we begin, I would love to give you some behind-the-scenes insight into Wand Combat. So for the first 4 films, there was no specific guidance on how to perform spells. But when David Yates came on board as director for the Order of the Phoenix, he really wanted to focus on how the body moves when dueling, and he brought on choreographer Paul Harris. Now, Paul Harris...
Oh, they have special effects right there. You know. You want to see it or not?
Parang may particular na nalaman.
Anything to say?
I think any one of them? Any one of them?
No, not that one.
Ulit? One more?
Ay, exercise.
Okay, bawa mo. Okay, anak mo ulit.
Ulit? One more time.
I'll take some of your...
Yeah,
footage.
sure, yeah.
With the interior bring about thanks each of the challenges can for that back to the board. And the idea of it's a one expression on but it also that there's the language aspect of the kids being inside. If you made the teachers for free, so you have to write
Are you alright there, Tessa?
to get cruising inside the set.
Bazı isimleri mi?